I keep going back and forth on if I think the Axis powers in the heart of the US are actually going to continue to grow. It's hard to say right now because there's still pretty powerful factions that remain along the coast. So here are the current US borders, and it actually looks still pretty ununified, but when you take a look at the faction map mode, that's when things get kind of crazy, because this is kind of the only map mode that really makes a difference. So in terms of what I said in the intro, like, we've got some pretty powerful factions. First of all, the Axis still have to fight the Syndicate, and that's going to be tough no matter what. That is going to be a tough fight because they're also at war with Mexico. I don't know. Like I said, there has been, obviously in this series, I keep saying, oh, you know, maybe the Axis are, the Axis are going to win. The Axis have won. But, because we have to consider the fact that Germany is now at war with Poland. And I think the Soviet Union, right? Yes, they totally are. So, and China. But China's not going to make a difference. China's too busy fighting Japan. It's really anybody's game. And I still think it's technically possible for the democratic states to take control over North America and push everybody back out. It might be really interesting if Mexico continues to explode, and then we just have like no states left. Just Mexico takes over North America. Let's actually check on how Mexico is doing. They're at 46 factories, 1.3 million manpower. They must have changed up their, they had to have changed up their, volunteer only. So they technically can go even further than that because, they've joined the Comintern. They're not, they're joining the Comintern. That means that they're communist, right? Yeah, party ideology, communist. Even though not that many people really are communists inside of the country, which is a little bit odd. But whatever, Mexico had to do what they had to do, and it made this whole thing even more exciting. So I like that. Anyways, let's move forward. I'm gonna view as Missouri because Missouri seems to be one of the bigger parts of the Axis powers here. It's so funny because was accepted. Oh, okay. I don't know. Something like that. Something. I might even go down to speed 4 just in case. 89 world tension. Send. Oh, look at that. So now we've got Missouri sending the Nazis in Europe troops, which is kind of odd. Because we know that the Nazis were definitely supporting these Midwestern states. It's been really funny watching, like, in the comment section. I don't know why I didn't think about this. For some reason, like, it seems like people are so disappointed. Like, the people that picked Missouri or Iowa, it's not Ohio, Iowa, I get confused, obviously, kind of a lot. Or Wisconsin, they're so upset that their state joined the Axis. It's pretty funny. I don't know why I didn't think about that. This is the first time, really, in an AI-only battle where I've seen people, like, not like what they see their state is doing. Whether they're doing good or not, they're like, why did you do this to me? And it's just, I don't know, it's just an interesting experience. Very different community in this series down below than I've seen in the past. So let's see how they're doing. Let's see how Missouri's doing on the front lines. I don't believe they're attacking all that much. Wisconsin Empire has accepted our offer. Okay, they're just going to give control, more than likely. A lot of control. So, the communist states to the west are doing a pretty good job because here are the, are these the Rockies? So, yeah, I mean, I think they are. All of this region, I think, is the Rockies. That's going to really help out the defenses. I think what the Axis are going to have to do is they're going to have to push deeper into South Dakota. At this point, that's all I can... Well, they're not even really attacking all that much. They're kind of staying chill. Remember, it's only 1939, so we still have a long way to go. And actually, now that I think about it, yeah, we will speed 5 this, because we kind of have to. There, so Germany did get at least control over southwest Illinois. So yeah, at this point in the series, I'm definitely going to have to check in on other parts. We can't stay as... I mean, we will focus on North America, but it's actually quite a big deal that we kind of take note of what's happening in Europe. So Poland's about to capitulate here. And the Soviet Union is not at war with Poland, which is a big deal because... Whoops, I did not mean to take a screenshot there. Which is a very big deal. I just took another one. The fact that they've joined the Comintern, because that obviously the Axis are going to take all this territory. Usually, historically speaking, which this, even though the historical, what is that even called? Historical tendencies are on. Yeah, the Soviet Union never ended up taking Eastern Poland, which means this is all going to go to Germany. And I guess right now, here's the problem for the AI. The AI always tends to usually eventually go to war, extra research slot, with the French. And that's going to really affect North America because that would pull Canada into a war with the Axis. And that's the thing, is that will probably eventually happen. You know, who knows? That could be, the Allies could be getting ready to declare war on Germany themselves. It might not even be in Hitler's ball court. I mean, the ball might not be in Hitler's court, is what I'm trying to say. Because at a certain point, they can just declare war. They don't like what they see, and they're going to take, you know, spread democracy or whatever. And that's going to screw Wisconsin. Well, let's see here. Yeah, there is a border. There is a... Oh, wait, no, that is a lake. They would need to get military access. They'd probably be able to get it. Yeah. They would more than likely be able to get it. So, yeah, I mean, these states are on a time limit. Missouri, Iowa, and Wisconsin, they are on a very... You know, they don't have too much longer. How is Mexico doing, by the way, on their front lines? Mexico's got to be helping out a lot at this point. I'm also wondering if Mexico would ever consider declaring war on some of the democratic states. Especially Texas. Texas being the big one. Yeah, Mexico's really taking control over at least modern-day Arizona. Obviously having most of it, and then, you know, they have this front here. Wow, they've got 15 divisions. They're holding back. They're holding back Missouri, like, kind of easily. All right, let's go back this way. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm pretty sure I did. France is now part of the Allies. Nationalist Spain hasn't done anything yet. See, that's the thing, is, you know, that is another thing, is when Nationalist Spain, more than likely Nationalist Spain would join. I think they'd get pulled down. They'd have to. Nationalist Spain would join the Axis, which would, you know, obviously help Hitler quite a bit. All right, let's go back here. Hungary also doing a pretty good job in their front. He's not doing very well at all. Oh, yeah, he is. Notice this. So Hitler's not trying to really push forward in Poland. Alliance with Italy just finished. Second Vienna Award. He's actually just trying to defend these lands. Notice we're seeing a lot of Soviets attack, and they're just not able to push back. It's the Hungarian front that's actually doing most of the push. So there's Kiev. Another place that we need to start checking in on is Eastern Asia. Now, Japan is in a tough situation now because they have to worry about the Soviet Union and Japan. I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. How many times has Cracklord said something like that? It's like, Japan's declared war on Japan. I have said that so much. Not that specific example, but you guys know what I'm saying. And I'm glad I caught myself there for a second. I'm sure I'll say something else stupid a little bit later. So yeah, this is making it very tough for Japan. Sometimes... Oh, wow. I mean, look at this, though. I don't know if they caught... What's going on here? Uh-oh, China. China, you better watch out. I think we're onto something here. What happened? Was it a naval invasion? Because this whole front just, boom, got pushed way back. And that's the thing, is if you can cut off these Chinese troops... Ooh, the UK are sending over forces. I did see it. Yeah, I've seen a few British troops. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some French troops as well. That's the important thing, is Japan needs to hold on to the Korean Peninsula. They lose that, and that's a problem. Why am I not viewing as Japan? There you go. This is also helping, but I'm surprised that Germany hasn't sent those troops back home. You would think that they would ask for their help or something for that siege, for the Eastern Front back in Poland. Still defending really well. I mean, they don't have any plans, I guess. I mean, they do have plans, but I don't think they're enacting them. 173 stack here. Let's also check on air. I haven't really been able to do that. Whoops, air map mode, I mean. They're losing, at least air-wise, in eastern Poland. Winning in Ukraine, they've got obviously dominant control over their own territory. There's probably not too many naval battles. Ooh. Ukraine is up for grabs. Or the Ukrainian airfield, I guess I should say. Yeah, so it seems like they're doing fine. Here's the thing. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take, but usually if the French don't get involved, if the Allies don't get involved, the Soviet Union has no chance. It'll take a few years, but if the Allies don't also join the fight, then I can't see the Soviet Union surviving. But, who knows what's going to happen back in the U.S., which is obviously, needless to say, a pretty detrimental hit to the Allies without having the U.S. help. But, hey, the British, the UK are really strong in Hearts of Iron 4. It's crazy. It's crazy how strong they are. Like, I was very surprised at some of the just personal AI-only battles that I haven't recorded for the channel. They'll just continue naval invasions until they catch something, and then they push Germany back and revive France and things like that. Yeah, so they're doing well here. Well, actually, they're not. It's interesting. The Axis powers, mainly Missouri, hasn't had too much success. Who is here? Oh, that's right. Some people have been saying somebody has the Finnish flag for some reason, which is kind of strange, but okay. I'm not going to question it. You can totally do that. I should check on some of the opinion. Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, that was of Germany. Oh no, I had it right. I had it right. Let's. No, I had it wrong. This is the opinion of the states. Oh my gosh, it's very divided. Well, you're at war with the Comintern, all the communist states. These guys should have just, for the sake of it, just joined the Comintern. But yeah, Canada hates you. All of the Allied states, which luckily you're not at war with the Allied states. Hitler. Well, at least luckily for these guys. Luckily for the guys in the middle, the states in the middle, or else they'd be kind of screwed, needless to say. Is there anything happening in political effort? Anything happening here in Venezuela? Nothing really. I mean, there's Japanese forces. Last time we checked, I thought they were going to do a naval invasion. But, obviously Europe broke out into war and Germany was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going back home. Goodbye. So that happened, and then things obviously had to change. Okay, so it's 1940. I'm going to stop it right there, and we'll pick it up in the next one, kind of figuring out what happens. Wow, I can't tell if Japan is onto something here, or what. I mean, they're not really distracting any Soviets, which does not help at the moment. When Japan starts to distract the Soviets, that's when usually Germany and Eastern Europe just starts to roll over. And remember, the Soviet Union, let's check on their national unity. That can't be, oh, I'm sorry, 75%. Okay. 75%, they got that up pretty high. How'd they get that up so high so fast? Usually it's like, yeah, base is 55. They start off with 55. Ooh, they're really rebuilding. They've got a lot of divisions coming out. I mean, they've got 13.16 million manpower, so like, I guess that should be kind of an obvious thing. They better hope that, well, the Germans better not hope that the Soviets don't get the ball rolling, because that's when things get pretty messy. But yeah, I'll stop right there, and we'll pick it up in the next one. So I think the Soviets will probably survive for another video or two. If the Allies don't get involved, though, probably by the end of that second video, we should see them almost start to capitulate here. So we're going to find out very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.